Just when you thought he had spent all of his gems. Welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and today, Builder Hall 9 hits the books. I realize that Builder Hall 9 is already here, but Builder Hall 9 for me, this is it. This is the Gem to Max episode you've been waiting for as we go ahead and roll through Builder Hall 9. Now, let me just tell you guys, first of all, that this entire episode is crunched down into 20 minutes from what was a couple of hours. If you want to see the entire process unedited, then make sure you pop on over to Facebook, fb.gg/realgaladongaming. That is where I live stream every day, and the video on demand of this full process is there for you to check out. So, of course, we did start out with buying the Monuments Al pack. So I didn't know, but apparently the builder, his name is Al. Right? Okay, maybe not, but monumental pack right here. And so we've got a new statue. Of course, we got some loot and we've got some clock tower potions that we will use in the future. But hey, it's a good way to start. And whenever you see a statue, anything like that for sale, you know I'm a sucker. I'm going to pick it up. And of course, we're going to stick it right next to Al here, right about here. And there you go. Of course, it's kind of a monument to what it used to look like, because get ready, when it turns level 30, it will look different than it does right now. Okay, but that is saved for in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and start the process going to Builder Hall 9. And while we're doing a Gem to Max today, I also wanted to cover the best practices or what to upgrade first when you're going to Builder Hall 9. And it essentially is the same for any Town Hall or Builder Hall level. The fundamentals remain the same. And that is, when you get there, like I just did there, welcome to level 217, generally the first things you want to do are to upgrade the lab, upgrade the troops you attack with, and then buy the new cheap defenses. So any new stuff that shows up, pick that up right away, because it's very inexpensive. It will help make your village bigger, and even though it doesn't add a lot to defense, you're going to need it eventually. So now, of course, you also normally get these packs that show up when you go to a new Town Hall or Builder Hall level. This one, not bad. It's more loot, and that's going to help keep the gem cost down, because unlike yesterday's episode, let's just say we were not able to get away with not purchasing gems. So you'll notice right now we've got 20,000 gems. Well, we're going to use over 100k gems today. That's right. Over 100,000 gems will be purchased or spent, or a combination there, whatever it is. We're going to get there. And then, you ready for this? We're not even going to technically get fully maxed, but, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit later on, I have a big problem with a certain thing about gemming, and we're going to talk about that. Yes, Galadon is against gemming in certain cases. It's true. Believe it or not, you heard it here first. Okay. So again, first things first, remember, picking up the cheap stuff is the way to go. Getting the things that are going to start out inexpensive. They're a big help to the village. The lava launcher, I'm not overly impressed with it, but we are going to find a spot for it in the middle of the village. Hold on. There we go. All right. That's good enough. I mean, it's not really a Builder Hall 9. Okay, these firecrackers as well. Going to throw those in there. We're going to need to find a spot for these in the middle. All right. Close enough. I mean, let's not worry too much about a precise winning Builder Hall 9 base design yet. We could save that for a future episode, right? We need episode ideas. We don't want Galadon to run out of ideas. Okay, so we just throw down the new wall pieces as well. And there. The best Builder Hall 9 base design of all time. Oh, wait, hold on. We've got a trap and a mine to buy as well. And we've got those down. And there you go. So we've got it complete. And again, now the other thing I say to do is get into that Star Lab, upgrade that Star Lab, and then get down to business as far as what you're going to use. And this is important. There were 3 significant changes to troops that happened in this upgrade. And what I mean by that is beta minions, baby dragons, and the sneaky archers all get additional units per camp. That is huge if you take them to level 18. The dropship did not get anything quite so significant, but that's really what I was using, was dropships and minions. Itsu says that he thinks baby dragons and minions are going to be strong. Also, he thinks the P.E.K.K.A. and the cannon carts are also going to be really, really strong. But again, sneaky archers also getting 2 additional units per army camp. That's going to be big. as the minions are as well. And so I'm pretty much being kind of a lazy, spammy Builder Hall attacker who just does it for fun, and I'm not really trying to be competitive. I'm going to stick to air for now, and I'm going to go with the minions and the baby dragons. And I'm pretty much listening to Itsu's input here. We were playing on the dev build together, and he said he really thinks that this is going to be an air meta, at least for right now. And I agree. Based upon everything we're seeing, even with the addition of the Hog Glider, it is not going to change things. And the Hog Glider, technically, even though it starts out in the air, is a ground troop once it lands, right? Okay, so let's go ahead. As far as defenses, Mega Tesla, pretty much without question, should almost always be the first one you upgrade. Now, the rest, splash damage is important. Again, I said that I think it's an air meta, so I think that it's good to look at things like the air bombs. I'm not really sticking to a specific upgrade order here because by the end of this episode, well, we will have upgraded everything to level 9. All right, so that was just the Teslas. Again, I think the air bombs are going to be important. The firecrackers, the Teslas, anything that does splash like the roaster. The multi-mortar, not as important simply because I don't think we're going to see as many troops coming from the ground. And then, of course, firecrackers. They're all over the place. It's important to get those upgraded as well. Okay, so now that we've gotten the baby dragons and minions up to level 18, and we used a hero potion on our battle machine, we popped out just to try some attacks as a Builder Hall 9 for the very first time. And of course, we found some unwitting and unlucky Builder Hall 8s and pretty much wiped the floor with them. Now, yes, I realize you can go ahead and say it right here. Pay to win, Galadon, pay to win. This is one of those true pay-to-win moments in Clash of Clans, especially over here in the Builder Hall, because it's an unfair advantage to have this the day of the update, and that's technically what I had. And yeah, so there's really no other way to say it. I mean, it's normally paid to progress faster, but in these cases of head-to-head battle, it is pay-to-win right now. Those that can advance to Builder Hall 9 to the top level troops are going to crush. And although not every attack was a 3-star, I can't remember how many attacks in a row during the stream we had without a loss. It was like 20 or something like that. Maybe it was 30. I don't remember. It was a lot of attacks. Okay, maybe it wasn't 30. Maybe it was 20. Maybe it was 17. I don't know. Again, go watch the stream. You can see it on Facebook Gaming, and you can see the whole thing. So we're going to fast forward through some of this. Now, we did move over to the battle machine next, just to get him fully maxed out. And what I did was I was combining troop upgrades with battle machine upgrades just so we could try to use as much to all of our elixir and gold at once. Because, when you're using a rune, you want ideally your elixir storage to be completely empty every time you use a rune, because then you get more value out of the rune. So we were using some gems to purchase some resources to get these upgrades in. And so that's why you see the gems slowly dwindling from where we were, 20,000 at the beginning of the stream, now to about 12,000. But we did get the battle machine to level 30. Oh, and before I forget, yes, the builder barracks, time to take it up to level 11. One of the few buildings that doesn't abide by the Builder Hall number rule. Like everything else, the defenses are equal to the level of your Builder Hall. So the builder barracks up to level 11, and that means we now have unlocked the Hog Glider, or Hog Glider. With my trusty hammer and my trusty glider, I will fly in and destroy every defense in that builder base. Something like that. But anyway, so we've got Hog Gliders. We're going to work on leveling those up. Now, we got the cannon cart to level 18, and then I realized, wait a minute, we have accidentally maxed out auto, because that's right, we had already done the gear ups. We had maxed out the cannon carts, the Mega Tesla, and now the battle machine. So the auto hut is now ready to go all the way to level 5, and it was just an accident. And of course, yes, we all realize that Galadon is already maxed out in the home village. He is paying to max everything out here, so he doesn't really need a 6th builder, but it's still sweet, right? It's still gonna look cool. We're definitely, they didn't change the color from puke green. I still find this curious. And oh, there is the master builder. All right, so you know what this means. So now you can see over on the builder hall side, there's 2 builders over here because we've got the master builder and we have Otto, the automatic robotic builder that will be sticking around to improve everything once we have the, oh wait, okay, we have to go over here. There we go. And there it is, unplaced building. So now we got to put the hut, the 6th builder over here. Just so happens we've got a spot, a beautiful spot to feature the master builder's hut right there. And I think that's about it, right? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so now it still says 5 builders because we have to go back over to the builder hall and then either click on the auto hut itself or click on the builder hall building, and then you can click on travel. And sure enough, now it is time to watch the master builder head his way over to the home village for the very first time. Feel free to record this and make this your phone ringtone. Okay, sorry, I couldn't resist. Okay, back to the builder hall, and a few more upgrades are going to happen. Again, I'm not going to show all of the upgrades because there were a lot, and it did take a lot of time to get all of these done. The guard post was a little bit of a disappointment for me, simply because we didn't get any additional units in there, and apparently guard post troops are vegetarians. You notice there's a carrot cooking on the side of the guard post, which again seems really unsafe. The fire right there. Lots of fire going on in the heart of the builder hall these days. I would not be surprised if we saw a fire marshal, a firehouse, a fire station of some sort at builder hall 10. Oh, what? Builder hall 10? Okay, hold on. Let's just enjoy builder hall 9 for the moment. All right, okay. So again, trying to use my runes productively and not just completely waste elixir, doing my best to get the elixir, the gold, down to 0 or almost 0 before we used another rune. Every now and then it worked out perfectly, like with these walls. Then we could go in, drop a rune, be up to 5 mil again, and go on our way. Now, of course, what I did show, or I didn't show, is the fact that we upgraded the storages. Remember that. Before you start using runes, make sure you upgrade the storages, because that is a huge waste right there if you haven't upgraded your gold and elixir storage and you start using runes. So get those up to 9 if you are a big rune user. I had a ton of runes, so yeah, that was a key to do as well. So again, we're working our way up with hog gliders, using the runes. There we are, 5 million again. Finally, the multi-mortar goes up, but again, not a big priority for me, as are the bombs and things like that, because I was doing everything. And at the end of this episode, we will have every single defense fully maxed. And that's where I wanted to tell you what I am against as far as using gems. And I know what you're going to say. Galadon, come on, you're not afraid of using gems. You're not against using gems for anything. You would use gems to fill your car up with electricity if you could. Well, that might be the case, but let's move on. Okay, so yes, we did use a lot of gems to get everything filled up here. But what I'm against is walls. Using gems on walls, just hashtag feels bad, man. Okay, I hate to reuse a 2018 meme, but I've done the math, and it's roughly for one wall to go from level 8 to level 9, it's about $18. $18 worth of gems for one level of walls, and it just does not feel right to do. And so I will be avoiding that at all costs. Now, of course, if a wealthy benefactor stops by and says, Galadon, I really like the look of level 9 walls in your village, I would love to send you this money to purchase all level 9 walls, then I'm not going to turn him down, or her. Just saying, we're going to put that out there just at the minuscule chance that somebody comes by and really wants to see me max out my walls. Otherwise, I feel like it's fine. That'll be what we farm. You know, we will farm over time, max walls. All right, we didn't have to do it in the home village, but we do have to do it here. Now, we did run extremely low on gems. This was the point where I'd used all my runes, and there was no other way around the upgrades except for the purchase of more gems. And mostly it was the troop upgrades that were costly. Obviously 18 levels on the Hog Glider and then 2 levels on all of those other troops. And they were 2 significantly expensive levels. 16 to 17, 17 to 18 was not cheap. So we ended up buying a lot of gems. Now, this is kind of an interesting screen. Even Supercell wants to make sure you don't overspend. They want to make sure that you're not just spamming the gems button thinking that maybe they'll forget that you spent $600 and give you $700 worth of gems for only 6. No, trust me, from personal experience, that does not happen. We picked up 42,000 gems in that burst right there. Of course, that turned out it wasn't enough. We spent that 42,000 gems. We had to go back and buy more gems because, well, it was rough. And again, firecrackers, I wanted to get those all maxed out. We wanted every single defense maxed out, and that's eventually what we did. So that 42K became 2,200 gems. So RIP to 40,000 gems. And remember, we started the episode with 20,000. So we bought 42,000. And then later on, again, this is in the Facebook live stream. If you want to see it actually happen, unedited version, you will see another 42,000 going down. So that's a total purchase during the stream of 84,000 gems plus an additional 20,000 gems to start the stream. Things got expensive. So if you want to pop on over, check me out. Again, you can do it in a Facebook live stream, or you can look up my player profile, RY88YJ8G, and you can check it out for yourself. You can see the fully maxed home village, every single troop, spell, even wall maxed in the home village, and then the Builder Hall village, at least it's defensively maxed out. And this was my attempt at using the Hog Glider to get it in to try to stun some of these defenses. It actually worked out okay. I don't feel like it's particularly strong with an air army. It might be with, say, barbarians or P.E.K.K.A.s, or against certain bases where maybe there's a specific defense that you can target. For instance, if you've got one of the crushers that's towards the outside, like the one on the right-hand side, had I saved a Hog Glider right there, then I could have sent the Hog Glider in. It would have landed, stunned that crusher, and that would have spared the battle machine's life. And in this case, we probably could have changed the outcome of this raid. Having the battle machine up at the very end means a victory, and not having the battle machine up, well, check out how close this one gets. As the minions are going down, there's only the one Tesla remaining that can stop me from the 3-star. We're getting down to it. 3 buildings left, 94% damage, 4 minions left, 3 minions left, 2 minions left. Here comes the last minion. Minion versus Tesla, and the winner is the Tesla. Unbelievable. 5% damage left on that thing, and we were stuck at a 98%. But again, it was part of the win streak of 10 or 20 battles, simply because we had an unfair advantage. Taking a look on defense, even the poorly designed base held up really well. Shout out to Ravensburg. He was one of the few players to grab a 2-star as a Builder Hall 8 or Builder Hall 8 troops coming after a Builder Hall 9. I was pretty impressed. I mean, that's a tough order, and admittedly, I feel a little bit bad because obviously it is always frustrating on the Builder Hall base side to face somebody that is of higher Builder Hall level than you are. Okay, so here it is. Just one time for the stream and for you guys. We checked out a level 9 wall. You can see it was about 2,300 gems. It works out to be about 18 bucks if you don't have stuff in your storage already. And I have to admit, I absolutely love the look of this wall. This may be my favorite wall appearance of all time. I think that right there is an amazing looking wall. Is it enough to get me to spend hundreds of dollars to max them out? No, it's not. But hey, you never know. Maybe we'll find a sponsor or a sponsorship. It's happened before, so stay tuned. You never know. You might walk into all level 9 walls in Galadon's Builder Hall base. As always, thank you guys for watching Gem to Max. Come by a Facebook live stream. Now get out there, make the best of the rest of your day. Be kind to people, animals, easy on the planet, and I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, can I have some gems, man? Just a few. Please.